Hello students, I am Sunny sir from Madhi English School. This video is for class 3, subject English. Let us read one thought before we continue. Do what is right, not what is easy. What is the meaning of this thought? It means that there are two things in front of you, right and wrong. It is up to you whether you want to do the right thing or the wrong thing. See, the wrong thing may be easier as compared to the right thing, but you have to select the right thing every time. Even if it is difficult, it is hard to do, but still you have to choose the right path. Never select the wrong path just because it is easy, because in future it will definitely have negative things. So please see that you always take up the right path even if it is difficult for you. The contents that we are going to study in today's video, chapter number 5, the tree, that is the poem which we have learned in the previous video. Today we shall continue. We shall have the recap of the previous video. Whatever we have understood in the poem in the previous video, I will just give you the summary, the recap, and we will read the notes of the poem which are to be written in the fair notebook. So we shall read the notes. You will write the notes along with the video one time in rough book. Right now you will not write in your fair book, you will just copy the notes in the fair book after the PDF will be sent in the group. So let us start with the poem, The Tree. First let us have the recap of the previous video. So in the previous video we had learned this chapter 5, that is the poem in your textbook, English textbook, The Tree. And who is the poet? Keki and Daruwala. He has written this poem, The Tree. I had told you to remember the name of this poet, to write down the name of this poet so that you can remember, because it can be asked in MCQs or in question answers. So you must remember the name of the poet. Let us see what we have learnt. So in the previous video I had told you that this poem talks about a beautiful gulmohar tree. There is a beautiful gulmohar tree in this poem, and who planted this tree? The poet and his father. So poet says that his father planted this gulmohar tree outside their house, and he also tells us that this tree has given them a lot of joy, means happiness. The gulmohar tree has given the poet and his family a lot of joy and happiness over the years, because they took care of the tree and the tree has paid them back. So in this poem, let us see what the poet wants to tell us about the gulmohar tree, right from when it was sapling till it became a big tree. Sapling means when the plant is small, it is a small tree, it is sapling. When it becomes big, that is the journey of the tree from childhood till it becomes an elder tree. So let us see what is the journey of the tree, what does it tell us. So in the first stanza, we had read the poem stanza by stanza and I had explained the poem. So let us revise it very quickly. Next to the track, beside our house, Dad planted a gulmohar. We tended it, we watered it, it wanted more and more. So in the first stanza, the poet tells us that his father planted this gulmohar tree beside their house, next to their house, near the house. They tended it, means they took care of the tree. Here the meaning of tended means to take care of the tree, to look after it. So the poet and his father, they looked after the tree, they gave water to the tree every day, but it wanted more and more, means the tree wanted more and more water. When the first its little shoots of green spread across the boughs, and some of us said, wow, its branches were so low, we drove the goats away and cows. So in this stanza, the poet tells us that when the tree was a little tree, like it was a sapling, it spread its boughs. Boughs means branches. The tree started spreading the branches, and many people who looked at the tree, they said, wow, means it was very beautiful, and the branches were very low. See, the branches are very low, you can easily reach the branches. So goats and cows, if they can reach the branches, they will eat up the branches. So the poet says that we had to drove the goats and the cows away, means we had to pull them away, we had to push them away so that they will not be able to eat the branches of the tree, because the tree was a sapling at that time. It was a very young tree. It really kept us on our toes. A baby tree needs care. Next year the green fuzz changed to leaf. It turned into red-roofed tree, a thing of beauty rare. In this stanza, the poet says that they really took care of the tree whole day. 24 hours they were on their toes, means they looked after the tree very carefully. And he says that when the tree is a baby tree, it needs a lot of care. Just like when you were a child, when you were just newborn, your parents had to take care of you a lot. Same way, when the tree is a baby tree, you have to take care of it a lot. And finally, after years, the tree has turned into a red-roofed tree. What is the meaning of red-roofed tree? Because of its red flowers, beautiful red flowers, the tree looks like a red-roofed tree. It has a red color roof, it looks like. A thing of beauty rare. It is a very beautiful tree, you can see in the picture. It never spoke to us, of course, it just spoke to the winds and now and then waved to the skies, but it gave us everything. In this stanza, the poet tells us that the tree never spoke to them. The tree did not speak a single word. Of course, the tree cannot speak, but he says that the tree spoke to the winds, means the wind which blows the air, that is the wind which blows outside. So the tree was responding to the winds. How was it responding? It was waving, means that movement of the tree. The movement of the tree on either side is called the waving of the tree. The tree moves because of the force of fierce winds. So it looks like it is waving to the sky. It is like it is waving the hands to the skies. But it gave us everything. So the poet says that the tree has given them everything. And what is the meaning of waved? Like how you use your one hand to say hi or hello, or you use both the hands to say goodbye. So that is called waving. So the tree was waving to the skies. And its falling flowers and its shade, they cover half the track. It sheltered us from sun and rain. The tree has paid us back. So in the last stanza, the poet tells us that the tree has given them flowers, the shade, you can sit under the tree, take shade, and the tree has covered half the track. That means the size of the tree is so big now that the half of the road, the track is covered with the tree. And what did the tree give them? The tree gave them shelter from sun and rain, and the tree has paid them back. The tree has given return gift to them. The tree has given them flowers, shelter from sun and rain, and many other things. This is how we come to an end of the poem. Let us now read the notes of the poem. So before we start reading the notes, I want you to be ready with your rough book, pencil and eraser, because you have to write the notes one time in the rough book along with the video. You will not write the notes in the fair book with the video. It might be you might make spelling mistakes, so please copy it in rough book. So here is chapter number 5, the tree, that is the poem. As I said, we have learnt the poem, we have understood the poem. So these are the notes to be written in the fair book, but right now you are writing in rough book. So this is about a gulmohar tree that we have understood. Now let us start with the notes. So the first heading that you are going to give in your notebook, that is hard words. Let us learn the hard words, the difficult words that we have seen in the poem. So first give the heading hard words. Number 1, T-R-A-C-K, track. T-R-A-C-K, track. This is the image of track. The meaning of track, that is the road which is with ups and downs. It is a rough path. So it is not smooth. It is opposite of smooth. It is a rough path. And they planted the tree. The dad planted gulmohar tree on the track beside the house. So this is the image of a track. T-R-A-C-K, track. I hope you have written this spelling in your notebook. T-R-A-C-K, track. Number 2, G-U-L-M-O-H-A-R, Gulmohar. Number 2, Gulmohar, Gulmohar. This is the name of the tree which is shown in the poem. This is a red-roofed tree with red color flowers. It's a beautiful tree and it also comes in different colors. So here is the Gulmohar tree which is of red color because of its red flowers. What is the spelling? Write down. G-U-L-M-O-H-A-R, Gulmohar. G-U-L-M-O-H-A-R, Gulmohar. Then number 3, T-E-N-D-E-D, Tended. What is the spelling? T-E-N-D-E-D, Tended. As you can see, the girl is watering the plant. That is the meaning of tended the tree. You have to look after the tree and you have to give water and you have to see that it gets proper sunlight and air. That is how you tend a tree. You take care of that tree when it is a sapling. So that is called tending a tree, as the girl is doing. So the spelling is T-E-N-D-E-D, tended. T-E-N-D-E-D, tended. I hope you have written in the book. Number 4, S-H-O-O-T-S, shoots. Number 4, S-H-O-O-T-S, shoots. As you can see, what are shoots? Shoots are the fuzz, the small, when the plants are small, the small plants you can say with weak stems are called shoots. So first, when the tree is sapling, you will see the shoots of the tree, the small stem, the small flowers of the tree that come out, that are shoots. So what is the spelling? S-H-O-O-T-S, shoots. S-H-O-O-T-S, shoots. See that you have to write S in the beginning and at the end. It is compulsory. Next, number 5, B-O-U-G-H-S, bows. B-O-U-G-H-S, bows. Here you can see G is silent and H is silent. B-O-U-G-H-S, bows. So what are the bows? These are the branches of the tree. You can see the branches of the Gulmohar tree. It comes out after some months from the tree. The branches, the tree started spreading the boughs after a year. So it is branches of the tree. B-O-U-G-H-S, boughs. Then next, D-R-O-V-E, drove. D-R-O-V-E, drove. This is the past tense of drive. Drove away the goats and the cows. Drove away means you have to see that the cows and the goats do not enter your place, otherwise they would eat the branches of the tree. So the boy is saying, the poet and his father, they drove the cows and the goats away, means they had to push them away so that they cannot come near the tree and eat its branches. Because the tree was a sapling, it was a very young tree at that time and the branches were very low and cows and goats could easily eat them. So they drove away the tree, they drove away the goats and cows. D-R-O-V-E, drove. Next, number 7, F-U-Z-Z, fuzz. F-U-Z-Z, fuzz. Meaning of fuzz is same like meaning of shoots, the small plants. F-U-Z-Z, fuzz. F-U-Z-Z, fuzz. Then number 8, W-A-V-E-D, waved. W-A-V-E-D, waved. This is the past tense of wave. We have just added D, waved. What is waving? When you move your hands like this, when you say hi or hello, you say goodbye, you wave your hands, you lift up your hand and you wave it to the person in front of you. So that is called waving. W-A-V-E-D, waved. W-A-V-E-D, waved. It looks like the tree is waving at the skies. So the poet says the tree did not speak to us, but it waved to the skies. It looks like the tree is waving to the skies because of the strong wind blowing outside. Waved. Next, number 9, S-K-I-E-S, skies. S-K-I-E-S, skies. This is the plural form of sky, and you can see the blue color sky with the white clouds. The tree waved to the skies. You already know what is sky. It is the roof for all the animals and birds. Sky is of blue color. Here are the white color clouds. This word is plural of sky. The spelling is S-K-I-E-S, skies. Next, number 10, S-H-E-L-T-E-R-E-D, sheltered. S-H-E-L-T-E-R-E-D, sheltered. What is the meaning of shelter? Sheltered means protected. You can sit under the tree will protect you from sun and rain. So that is called shelter. See how the people are sitting under the tree and they are taking shelter from this tree. So tree has given them shelter from sun and rain. The tree has protected them from sun and rain. S-H-E-L-T-E-R-E-D, sheltered. S-H-E-L-T-E-R-E-D, sheltered. The next heading that you have to give the new heading meanings. M-E-A-N-I-N-G-S, meanings. So these are the meanings of some difficult words that we have come across in this poem. Let us read and learn the meanings, and also you have to write along with that. Number 1, T-R-A-C-K, track, a rough path. That is number 1, track, a rough path. As you can see the image of the track which is given over here, it is not a smooth path. It is a rough path, uneven surface with ups and downs. So there was a track outside their house, and there they planted a gulmohar tree. This is a track, a path with ups and downs. It is a rough path. T-R-A-C-K, track, a rough path. Track, a rough path. So you have to write this, number 1. Then let us see number 2, boughs, branches. Boughs, branches. What is the spelling? B-O-U-G-H-S, boughs, and the answer is B-R-A-N-C-H-E-S, branches. The branches of the tree. When the tree spread across its boughs, some of them said, wow. So the tree started spreading its branches. That is the meaning of boughs, branches. You have to see that you write plural over here because here also S is given. So this is also plural, branches. Then number 3, fuzz shoots. Fuzz shoots. As I told you, fuzz is a small plant. As you can see over here, a very young age, a very small plant. It is called shoot. So that is the meaning of fuzz. Fuzz shoots, the small plant. When the plant is a small plant, it is a baby plant, it needs a lot of care. F-U-Z-Z, fuzz, S-H-O-O-T-S, shoots. Fuzz shoots. That is number 3. Then let us see number 4. Sheltered, protected. Sheltered, protected. As you can see in the image, so many people are resting under the tree, they are sitting under the tree, they are taking shelter from sun. It is called that tree is giving them shelter. The tree is protecting them from sun rays. They are sitting under it and they are taking the shade of the tree. So what is the spelling? S-H-E-L-T-E-R-E-D, sheltered. P-R-O-T-E-C-T-E-D, protected. Sheltered, protected means you can sit under it and the tree will take care of you. That is protected. So even we should protect the trees. like the trees protect us. Then number 5, tended, took care. So here the meaning of the word tended is took care. How can you say tended? Because the poet says that his father and he himself, they both tended the tree. They took care of the tree. They gave them water every day, but the tree wanted more and more every day. So they tended the tree, means they took care of the tree when it was a sapling. So I hope you are writing along with me. TENDED, tended. TOOK, took. CARE, took care. Here it is past tense, so here also we shall write past tense, took. It is the past tense of take. Tended, took care. Tended, took care. You should see that you tend the trees. If you have one in your house, you have to give it special care so that it does not die. Then give one word. So next heading you will give in your notebook, that is give one word. You can also write in short GOW. Number 1, tiny outgrowths from the seed which turn into leaves. The tiny outgrowths which come from the seeds and then finally they turn into leaves. So before leaves, what are the things that comes out from the seeds? That small plants are called shoots. So you have to write the answer and the question also. Tiny outgrowths, the small plants that come out from the seed. When there is a seed, the small tiny outgrowths will come out from it and then they will turn into leaves. But before they turn into leaves, what are they called? They are shoots. SHOOTS, shoots. Tiny outgrowths from the seed which turn into leaves. Shoots. Tiny outgrowths from the seed which turn into leaves. Shoots. Next, uncommon and precious, that is rare. So the tree was a very rare tree. Rare means you will not see that kind of tree anywhere else. That is seen only at some places. So when you say something is rare, like diamond, like you cannot see the original diamond everywhere. So same way, the poet says that it was a thing of beauty rare. Means the tree was so rare, it was so beautiful that you could not find that kind of tree anywhere else. Uncommon means which is not very common, you will not see it easily. Precious means it is very valuable. So this is the meaning of uncommon and precious. Rare, RARE, rare means you would only see that tree at some places but not all the places. Uncommon and precious, rare. Next, now rhyming words. So give the next heading in your notebook, that is rhyming words. So we have learned in the poem, we have read the poem, 5 stanzas were there. So which are the words that are rhyming? Which are rhyming? That words we have to learn. There are 4 rhyming words in the poem. So write down, which you can see on the screen. These 4 rhyming words you shall write down one time in your rough book. Gulmohar, more. Gulmohar, more. Gulmohar, more. GULMOHAR, Gulmohar, MORE, more. Gulmohar, more. Then second, CARE, care, RARE, rare. Care, rare. Care, rare. Care, rare. Number 3, BOUGHS, bows, COWS, cows. Bows, cows. Bows, cows. Bows, cows. Number 4, TRACK, track, BACK, back. Track, back. Track, back. Track, back. So that is number 4. These are the 4 rhyming words in the poem. I hope you have written it. I'll speak once again so that if you have not written, you can write down. Gulmohar, more. Care, rare. Bows, cows. Track, back. Now let us see the next question answers. Which are the question answers? Let us read. I will read each and every answer twice. See that you write only the answers. Where did the father plant the tree? Where did he plant? The father planted the tree beside their house. Where did he plant the tree? The father planted the tree beside their house. Near the house, the father planted the tree. And which tree did he plant? Gulmohar tree. So where did the father plant the tree? The father planted the tree beside their house. See, from here it is, you have to copy the half of the answer from the question. The father planted the tree. Instead of plant, you have to write planted the tree beside their house. This is the main thing you have to add, beside their house. Number 2. Why is the tree called as red-roofed tree? Why is the name given to the tree as red-roofed? The tree is called as red-roofed because of its red flowers. So why is it called red-roofed? Because it has red color flowers and it looks like it has a red color roof. Like how we have ceiling in the house which is of white color mostly. So here it is said that tree is called as red-roofed tree because it has red color flowers covered everywhere. It covers all the branches of the tree. So the tree is called red-roofed tree because of its red flowers. Next, number 3. What did the tree give them? Now the poet tells us in the last stanza that the tree has paid them back. So what did the tree pay them? What did the tree give them? The tree gave them shelter from sun and rain. What did the tree give them? The tree gave them shelter, means the tree protected them from sun and rain. See how the people are sitting under the shade of the tree. Same way the poet says that the tree gave them shelter from sun and rain. Here it is give, here it should be gave. The past tense we have to write in the answer. What did the tree give them? The tree gave them shelter from sun and rain. Then number 4. Which tree is shown in the poem? A very easy question. We have been seeing this since the starting of the video. The Gulmohar tree is shown in the poem. You have to memorize the spelling of Gulmohar. 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 The Gulmohar tree is shown in the poem. The image of the Gulmohar tree is shown in the poem. And the poet is talking about the Gulmohar tree which his father has planted beside the house. Who is the poet of the poem The Tree? Who has written this poem The Tree? You can see the image of that man. Who is that man? Keki and Daruwala. So he is the poet of the poem The Tree. So here is the name of the poet that you have to memorize. Here is the image, here is the photo of that poet, Keki and Daruwala. He has written this poem, The Tree. Please learn the spelling by heart. So these are the 5 question answers of this poem. So what have we seen in today's video? We have seen the notes of chapter number 5, The Tree. Which are that? First we have seen hard words, track, Gulmohar, tended, shoots, bows, drove, fuzz, waved, skies, sheltered. Then we have seen meanings, that track, a rough path, bows, branches, fuzz, shoots, sheltered, protected, tended, took care. Give one word we have seen, tiny outgrowths from the seed which turn into leaves, that are shoots, uncommon and precious, that is rare. Rhyming words 4 we have seen, Gulmohar, more, care, rare, bows, cows, track, back. After that we have seen question answers. Where did the father plant the tree? The father planted the tree beside their house. Why is the tree called as red-roofed? The tree is called as red-roofed because of its red flowers. What did the tree give them? The tree gave them shelter from sun and rain. Which tree is shown in the poem? The Gulmohar tree is shown in the poem. And the last but not the least, who is the poet of the poem The Tree? Keki and Derwala is the poet of the poem The Tree. So I hope you have learnt the notes, you have written it once, and you will revise it one time. Thank you all of you. Have a nice day.